Love seeing this kind of stuff come through auction. People can furnish a house at a fraction of retail price, and you don't want to miss it, so check back often on the app.
Okay, so what makes these pie safes?
This piece in particular is more of a Shenandoah Valley style. This piece, not exactly sure where it originated. Could even be West Virginia. Back in the day, to keep the flies off your pies, your other baked goods, whatever you had in the kitchen, you didn't want all the flies swarming over it, but you still didn't want it to dry out and not be able to breathe, so you had to have the punch tins there.
What kind of things would you use it for today's purpose?
So today, mostly collectors are buying these, and collectors are either storing their games and puzzles in them. They could be storing, I've seen quilts and coverlets stored in them. They look very nice when you open them up and you've got all your coverlets that are rolled up. You can still use it in the kitchen for serving dishes or whatever. We get a lot of firearms through auction. What makes you excited about these?
A lot of these are just kept in museums or in private collections, and they don't really come out too often. And it's just something you not see every day.
The antique ones are especially fun to be able to handle.
These came out of a nice collection of 7 Civil War era firearms. Right here, this is the Burnside, named after the General Burnside, who was a general in the Civil War.
So what separates these for you? Why do you get excited about these over a Remington or a Winchester?
These are roughly 160 years old, give or take, and used in the conflict between the states. So there's just a whole lot of history behind them. The Spencer, the Smiths, and the Burnside, these are 3 that kind of come to your mind whenever you're thinking about Civil War firearms.
Sam, this is a Baker sideboard that we just got in for auction recently.
What makes Baker so special?
So this piece of Baker was made specifically for Colonial Williamsburg. They commissioned Baker. They also commissioned Kittinger Furniture and Virginia Craftsman to make specific pieces for their furniture store down in Colonial Williamsburg.
So what could I use like something like this for today?
So originally made for a hunt board or a sideboard, would have been used in the dining room, serving the people for a fancy formal meal. We don't do a lot of that anymore, so we can repurpose it, perhaps throw a TV and put it into the great room. I think it still works well in the dining room as a server as well.
Are these some of the kind of things we get through auctions?
So the best thing to do is to download the app. The notifications on the app that could keep you informed week in and week out of what's going on.